It's time to get creative and make you laugh. Make your own art today. Pink Poodle Crafts is the way.
What a good boy. Hey crafty family, it's me. And today we are going to make some cute ornaments. And I seen these because my friend Amanda posted these in the group and she had made them. And oh boy, I forget who makes the video. Hold on one second. Let me see because I have it pulled up. Duh. Oh yeah, sorry. OneVeryHappyBird. Like my brain just like completely drew a blank right there. OneVeryHappyBird is the name of the YouTuber who makes these cute little ornaments, and I had to follow suit. So I made these two right here. And this one has like mica, like true vintage mica around it. And it has a Santa Claus inside. And this one's got an owl. And so they're cute, right? So I'm going to show you not how to make one like this exactly. I'm going to show you my twist. We are going to make a boho Christmas ornament using the same kind of method. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I printed out some interesting images to look at. I got some here. Some are not so boho, some are. But I really like this one. So we're going to use this one here, which looks like that. It's like a mandala. And if my thing would focus, that would make it a lot easier. No. It's just saying, no, we're not going to focus on you. Well, there we go, kind of. Anyway, it's a mandala type of thing. So we're going to use that. And so you can use any image you want. And what you need to do is, the other thing you need is a shower curtain ring, like one of the cheap plastic shower curtain rings that you get from the dollar store. You can get whatever color you want, it really doesn't matter. And you're going to put it over whatever part of the image, like let's say this isn't the image you're using, and you want to use like a bigger image, you would put it wherever you want it, you know, and then trace, which obviously this one's already perfectly round and a perfect size. I don't know how I did that, but it worked out. So I'm just going to cut this image out. But you can look up mandalas on Pinterest, Google, or whatever, you know, any image that you want, and use something that you like. It doesn't have to be boho. You could stick to the traditional Christmas, which is what OneVeryHappyBird does, and they're beautiful, and that's what I made as well. But I'm thinking, usually I have, usually in my living room the past couple of years, well, I think I didn't do Christmas the year before last, but I think I put up a tree last year. I don't remember. But anyway, I did like pink on my tree, and I think this year I'm going to put my smaller tree in here, and I was going to do pink on it and then do on the bigger tree do something else. But what I might still do is the pink on the tree out there, but I might do a boho themed in here on the smaller tree because I have room for a smaller tree, and I might do a boho themed tree. That's just like what I'm thinking about doing. I don't know if I'll ever have enough ornaments to really fill it, but I'll try. But anyway, so we have our image. The only thing I forgot is, because I don't know, well, because I'm going to put, I'm going to emboss this with a clear or a sparkle kind of embossing powder. I want to spray, especially if you're using an inkjet printer, as I am, you want to spray this with some sort of just any kind of clear finish spray that you have. So I'm going to quickly spray this while over my garbage can. It'll only take just a couple little squirts. So there we go. That's it. Just enough to seal it so that it doesn't, the ink doesn't bleed. So I'm going to hit that with the heat gun a little bit. Okay. So we're going to set that aside. Now it's sealed. So what you need to do as well is wrap your shower curtain ring. A lot of people, like on these, I used just a red ribbon. You know, on this one I used a thinner ribbon, so I had to wrap it a little more. I use this ribbon here. So you can use whatever ribbon coincides with whatever you're doing. I think I'd found, oh yeah, since there's purple in here, I thought I have this purple. However, I think it's a, yeah, it is. It's like an organza ribber. What's a ribber? It's an organza ribber. It's a ribber, folks. Ribbon. If I can just get this plastic off, I've had this ribbon forever and a day and never opened it. It might be a bit sheer. I'm trying to think how that would be. Let me just do a little experimenting. Yeah, I think that'll be fine, honestly. But, you know, you can also paint it. But actually, I think this will be fine. But I could paint it with like a purple paint. But this will be just fine. So I'm going to cut off a decent length of this. You can always add more as you go. You're going to need your hot glue gun, or you can use regular glue if you have like a good tacky glue. And you're going to start off, that's the one on the spool. I want this one. You're going to start off, and I need my spatula. Where's my spatula? There it is, and it says Santa's little helper, and it is my little helper. I don't think I'm Santa Claus, but... So I usually start, you have to go over this, which makes it a little lumpy, but that's where you're going to put like a bow or things hanging from it, so I'm not too worried about it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it over to the left side and then just start wrapping. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of glue and put on the inside of my plastic ring, and then use, since this is a thin ribbon, I'll use my spatula so that I don't burn my fingers. And all you need to do is get it to hold in place. And then you just start a wrapping. And since this is a thin ribbon, I am going to wrap it a little overlappy more than I would, because, not because it's a thin ribbon. I mean, it's not thin this way. I mean like thin, meaning sheer. That's the word I'm looking for, sheer. So I'm going to do some wrapping. I'm probably going to need another piece, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. So you just start wrapping. So you're going to be with me through the whole process, because guess who doesn't feel like editing? That would be me. This girl doesn't feel like editing. No, 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 no. But you want to make sure you're pulling it nice and tight. You don't need to glue it along the way, as long as you pull it, you know, nice and tight. Get in there and get out the other side. Do as I say right now. Bad ribbon. Yeah, this covers actually pretty well. I don't have too much to worry about. As long as you pull it pretty tight, you won't have like big bubbles in your ribbon, because like sometimes when, especially as you're going on a diagonal, I don't know if you could see. You know what? Let me arrange this so you can see. Sorry, I'm not very good at, as I've been told in a video I did a long time ago, I got a couple of comments. It was like a long time ago, before I had a decent camera, before I had a decent setup. You know, it was just crazy. And I was told by somebody commented on my video how awful it was that I kept going off camera when I was doing like something little on whatever I was doing. I don't even know what. But they were just rude. And because I even said in the video, I'm sorry I'm off camera. I'm sorry, I'm doing the best I can. It's very hard. And what sucks is about these people is 9 times out of 10, actually 100 times, I've never seen any of them that have a video on YouTube. They all they think they're experts, but none of them make videos. Like you can see on their profile. I always check. And I'm just like, okay, these people don't make videos and they're giving advice as if they know what it's like to sit here and try to film while you're doing a project. It ain't easy. Anybody that does videos can tell you it ain't easy. Yeah, let me go over here so that in case I have to do it kind of in front of me. So, but anyway, you could see that I'm just wrapping. But sometimes when you're using certain ribbons, you may get like a little gap in there. And my fingers are disgusting, so somebody will probably comment being an ass about that. But oh well. As long as you pull it tight, the next layer you go will cover that little gap. So you don't have to worry about it very much. Whoa. Now I just pulled it. Messed it up. You just want to hold it as tight as you can. Organza is a little harder to work with, I think, than other ribbons because it's a little slipperier. It's a slippery little sucker. But we're just going to wrap the crap out of it. And you won't even know it's a shower ring. Can't even tell. So this is a fun dollar store craft that you can do because everything I'm using pretty much, well, not everything I'm using right now because I'm using this is not from the dollar store. I printed it out. But I mean like the shower curtain ring, the ribbon. This is all dollar store stuff. This is from the Dollar Tree. I have other ribbon stuff from the Dollar Tree. You can get all of the stuff I'm using from the Dollar Tree. Or any dollar store that you go to right now that has Christmas stuff, especially if you want to make a Christmas one. These ribbons are from the dollar store. These snowflakes, I think, from the dollar store. This ribbon's from the dollar store. The shower ring. You just need to provide your image, which you could probably also get from the dollar store by cutting something, like a greeting card, because that's what she uses. OneVeryHappyBird uses greeting cards that she got at the dollar store. So you just put it over the area you want and cut them out. So there's no excuse. You could do this so cheaply. You could probably sell these on Etsy or at your craft fairs, because I mean, a lot of people do craft fairs this time of year for Christmas, and these would be a great little ornament that you could sell for, probably $3 to $4 a piece. They don't take that long, especially if you're making a bunch of them and just sit in front of the TV and do all your wrapping first, then do all your gluing. It'll go by quickly. It's going to take me longer just because I've only made 2, and now I'm doing a boho one, which I'm not exactly even sure in my head what I'm doing with it. So that's kind of different than the typical Christmas. I got a little loose here, loosey-goosey. Let me tack that down with the ribbon. Oh, I did have enough ribbon. I thought in my head that I wasn't going to have enough. So anywhere I need to redo? No, it looks good. I didn't think the organza ribbon would work out that well. So I'm going to glue it on the bottom where I kind of were in the area I started, because that's of course the area that's going to be a little more hidden, is this bottom part, because that's where I'm going to put embellishments. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue, and I'm going to hopefully tack that down. And so if a little bit of glue comes through, because this is organza, so organza, like the glue will go right through. Like I could see the spot where the glue is, but I'll find a way to cover that up. So I might put a different ribbon around it, or like a more substantial something to tie around it. I'll find a way to cover it. I ain't worried about it. Now, here's where you want to, that looks actually really good. I'm shocked at how well that covered. Now, here's where you want to figure out what you want to do with this. Now, as long as you sealed it, like I did before with the spray, you can do whatever you want. You can put glitter Mod Podge on it. You could put triple thick or glossy accents, whatever you want. I used a glossy accents or triple thick on this one through a little clear glitter. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to be off camera. Oops. See, again, I have to pay attention more. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Anyway, on this one I used some glossy accents, and I threw a little bit of diamond dust glitter in there. But and this is the second one I did. And this one, I embossed it. And I used a sparkly embossing powder. Sorry, it's hard for me to figure out the camera situation. I used a sparkly embossing powder, and then I used a bunch of clear on top of it to give it a nice hard shiny coat. So hopefully I can move this back down a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to do the same thing because I like the sparkly look on this with the clear coat on top. So since I liked that a lot, I'm going to, what did I do with it? Did I already put it away? Yeah, I might have put it away. Not really away, but the box is right next to me, so I just need to get it out of the box. What did I do? Put it somewhere. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Alright. Oh, there it is. I have so much stuff on my desk because I'm doing so many different projects at one time that it's insane. So I apologize. So anyway, this is the sparkly, I don't know if you could see that it's really sparkly. Probably not. My lighting is not so good in here. I wonder if I can brighten this at all. Too bright. Maybe if I brought it down a little. Let's see how that works. But anyway, you can tell it's sparkly. And then this is Beauty, ultra thick embossing enamel. And that's going to be the top coat. So, as soon as I find my little paper right here, which I got some mica on. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do the sparkle, and I'm just going to do one coat of that. So I'm going to take my Versamark, and I'm going to press this, and because it's sealed with the spray, it's not going to run my ink. The ink isn't going to, if you don't seal it, what I'm doing right now, you might pick it up and find that your ink is on your Versamark pad because it'll run. It potentially could run. Unless you have a laser printer, then you don't have to worry about it. Okay. So, what we're going to do is, first let me fold this. It'll make it easier to get the embossing powder into it when it is done. Come on. There we go. Okay, and I don't know where my tweezers are. So I just need to carefully pick that up. Okay, so brush that into my trash bag. Close this up because we are done with it. Alright, now I'm going to emboss it on my thing because it has less likely to slide around if I do that. So I'll move my camera so you could see that I embossed it. I'm going to let my heat gun heat for a second and then shut it off, then put it on. I don't want to transfer it like this because if I move it like this, that's when the thing is going to go flipping, flying off my table. So let me heat my gun first. Or my heat tool, I should call it. Alright, and then I just do this. Okay. Now we'll move back. Okay. So I'll let that cool down, but look how cool and pretty and sparkly that looks. It's gorgeous. But you could tell that it's got like a rough surface to it. Kind of a rough surface. And I want to make it have a nice smooth surface. So in order to do that, we need to break out this bad boy. And what I'm going to do is Versamark it again. And what I like to do when I emboss things like this, where it's something big that I'm going to emboss more than once, is I'll put the Versamark on it, and then I'll dip it in here, take it out, heat it, quickly pick it up, dip it back in here so I don't have to Versamark it every time, and I'll do that 3 times, so it's going to go by pretty quickly. So first I'm going to Versamark it. I'm going to put it in here, press it down. I won't need that anymore. Now, this part's a little tricky because you want to make sure you don't have too much embossing powder on the back. I usually just try to get it off the sides because this is the UD, the ultra thick embossing powder. It's a little thicker of a granule. Now I'm going to heat it over here again. I'll just show you there, and then I'm going to immediately pick it up. I might need my scissors to help me pick it up and plop it back in here. So let me do the same thing, heat up my heat tool, and then do what I did before. But I'm going to need to work fairly quickly once it's, because this stuff cools off really fast. Be careful because hot embossing powder is not fun because it's plastic. So basically you're dealing with hot plastic, melted plastic. Okay, so it's covered. I'm just going to clean off the back because the back likes to get some stuck on it, which is fine. It doesn't really matter that much because obviously the back isn't our concern. Put it back, I'm going to heat it, and then I'm going to put it in again. It is a little hot, so you're probably better off using some sort of tweezer or something. How many times did I do that? This is the second time, right? This will be, and then I'm going to do it one more time. So usually 3's the charm with embossing UD. The 3rd time is what makes it nice and smooth and shiny. Because if you just do it once, it doesn't seem to have the same smooth surface. Okay. I think that's all I need. It looks awfully smooth and good to me. Yeah, that's good. I don't need to do it a 3rd time. It's good. It's good. because it looks nice and smooth. As long as the top of it looks nice and like glassy, that's what you want. So I'll give that a second to cool while I clean off the excess embossing powder here. That's kind of, because embossing powder loves to get all over the place no matter how careful you are with it. And it doesn't take too long to cool. Usually 30 seconds and it's good. Okay, let me just clean this up. The embossing powder flies all over the place. Okay, now I can move the camera back this way a bit. Okay, and I'll show you how nice of a finish that has on it. It's a very nice, it's not going to focus, but whoops, let's try to get it in frame at least. It's very hard to do when it's close up. But it's got a very glossy, glass-like surface on it. Anyway, you get the drift. Now, before it completely cools, I just like to make sure that it's pretty flat. Okay. Now, the problem I had before when I did this one here with the embossed graphic is when I wanted to use a glue gun to attach it, which, ooh, that looks cool, it wouldn't stick well to this. So, I may have to try something else, like using, well, I may have to edit this video and do two, because I'm going to have to let that dry. I just realized that. I didn't think of that before, because I used Fabri-Tac and that worked much better. Either Fabri-Tac or something strong, because hot glue did not want to hold it as well. So that's what we're going to do. And then I will cut this, and then I will, well, for you it'll be 2 seconds, but I need to definitely put Fabri-Tac. I'm trying to think, do I want to use Fabri-Tac or like triple thick? We could try triple thick, and that might not take as long. And what I also used was these clamps, and you can use clothespins, whatever you got. I'm going to try triple thick because it may or may not work pretty well. But what I did was I put it around, probably be better if I did it around both. The edge of the shower curtain ring. Without letting it drip too much towards the middle. And a little bit on the edge here. Now, if you were just Mod Podging it, hot glue would be fine. Like if you didn't emboss it and you just used like a Mod Podge, then that would be perfectly fine. So now I'm going to flip this over. It doesn't matter which. This, obviously, if you have an image that needs the orientation to be a certain way, then you need to make sure that it's straight, whichever way you're going to do it. But this one doesn't matter because it's kind of a mandala, so it's all over. hopefully this isn't a mistake and it works out. So what I need to do now is put clamps on it and let it dry. So I got those clamps, and then I've got a couple of little side clamps. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave this here. I'm going to stop the video, let this dry, which maybe take a couple hours, and then when I come back, we'll be able to embellish it from there. So that's the best bet, I think, in this situation. And actually, I need to slide this slightly over because it's not perfectly lined up. Okay. All right, much better. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to let this dry, and when we come back, we will be at the decorating stage. So I will be right back. Okay, we are back. And this is dry, and I actually ended up having to use Fabri-Tac, but it is finally dry. What I did was grabbed some of this, which I had, I think I got this from the Creative Reuse a while back. I got some like little sequiny things. I figured teal and purple, those are the colors I'm going to go for. And I got this purple string, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little glue on the end in hopes that I'll be able to thread some beads on it, but I'm not sure if this is going to be thin. Whoops. If it's going to be, I'm not sure it's going to be thin enough for that. That's the only downfall here, is because I don't have another like good string that's the right color. So I'm gonna have to wing it with what we got, and if I have to, if that won't work, then I'll come up with a different idea, because I got ideas about what I want to do. So I also have some purple and turquoise flowers, and I have feathers. I have purple feathers here, and then sent to me in Happy Mail. Where'd it go? Here is an envelope that I got from Miss Eloise Crawford a while back, and she sent me feathers. She sent me some pink and blue feathers, and oh, there's another one there. So let's see, that's all the feathers. What my plan was, I have beads back here. Let's see. I have some beads in here that may be a little bigger. It may fit. Like I've got this one. That looks like the hole will fit. I've got these little hands. They look like they'll fit. Let's try some of those beads. trying to think of how I want to do this. This will be the end, so okay. That fits in there. That's good. That fits in there. Let me see. Let me see if I have any more. Oh, that's a lucky that these are fitting. Hopefully, some of these other ones will fit. Otherwise, I am screwed. Screwed. I don't know if this one will, hopefully. That's the nice thing. If you take some glossy accents and put it on the end of your string, it'll harden it. And especially if it's a string that's like wound together or braided together, and you can get things to work for you that way. There we go. That'll be cute. It doesn't need to be super long because I'm going to put feathers. At least I'm going to attempt to like stick a feather up in there like so. That's going to be what I want to do. Let's see if that ends up being what I actually do. Okay. So, since I want to be done with this, I will knot this here, which will prevent that from going down, which is fine. Cut this off. And what I'm going to do is, you won't see that little knot because potentially this feather is going to go up in here, so it'll kind of cover it. And I'll be able to pull it. So that looks good to me. So what I'm going to use is some glossy accents to put at the end of the feather, and let's see if this, whoa, a little too much. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can make this work at all. I think it will. I think it will. I think it will. I think it will. I'm excited. I think that's going to be so cute. So stinking cute. And then what we're going to do is we're going to glue it to the bottom. And we're going to do like 3 strands. And I'm going to glue it to the bottom here. If I was smart, I would have done this before I put the picture on. And if you're smart and you want to do this, before you put the picture in the background, tie this onto your shower ring. It'll be a lot easier. I could probably get it in there, but I can just glue it. I could put little rhinestones or something at the bottom and glue it. Not that far, like that far. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to, or I could just glue it to the back. I didn't think of that. And then do that and like glue it up a little bit. I don't know. I'll cut it. We'll figure it out. I'll glue it to the back and then like so. And I'll put a little hot glue. Where's my spatula? My spatula's gone. Oh no, my spatula. What did I do with it? I lost it. Oh, spatula. What did you do with it? What did you do with my spatula? Did I drop it? No? Alright. I think I have. Don't I have another one here somewhere? Oh, God. Always got to be a mess. Everything's always a mess. Where the hell is my spatula? Like, seriously, dude. Come on. Oh, why do I even bother? Like, I literally haven't done anything for it to have disappeared. But it literally has. Frustrating. Alright, where are these at? There we go. Use this damn thing. Goodness gracious. Every time I shoot a video. My stuff gets lost. Somehow. That's what it seems like anyway. Okay. That'll hold that there. And I could put paper over the back later to further seal that in. So that looks adorable. Let's make another, shall we? And not lose our spatula this time. Even though that's not my spatula. That's something else. I don't know where my spatula disappeared to. Just bizarre. That one's more in the middle than I thought it would be, but that's fine. Let's see. Do I have... Let's do a purple. These leaves are old. I've had these for probably like 20 years. But they work. That one's a little big. Let's see if we've got any smaller ones. I could just cut it if need be. Yeah, these are kind of big. I thought they were small. Here's a small one. Here we go. That's fine. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I have to put some glossy accents on the end of this. And give that a minute to dry. And I'll try to remember to... Oh, here's my spatula. It was underneath my dryer. Ugh. I'm a hot mess. I'm a hot mess. Hot mess. Let's see. What other beads do we want? We could pick out some beads while we're working on... I'm not sure that'll fit through the hole. Those holes look awfully small on that one. That's a good one. Let's see what's in here. One of those. One of those. Let's try. Okay. This dry yet? Just about. No falling over. Okay. So let's see. Let's put this one on first. That works. And then we'll put this one on. And then we'll put this one on. And then we'll put this one on. We won't put a hand on this one. Okay, and then our little feather, we're going to clip that down a little bit. I want it to be able to go in a little further. This might be a little thick to go in there. is. We might have to cut the top off of a feather, because the top part, see, like that looks like a top part. Yeah, the top part's a lot thinner. Big time, that's why. Okay, let's do that. Let's cut right here and try that. That's what that blue one was. Must have been the top of another feather. Because now I really need my glasses for this. I can't see a damn thing right now. I can't say. There we go. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Where are my glasses? I don't know. They're never where I need them to be, are they? Never in a million years. Never ever. Luckily, though, this year, for the first time, I will have vision insurance and be able to go get a proper pair of glasses, because I was like, Chris, I need glasses, and I can't be wearing dollar store glasses because it's going to hurt my eyes in the long run. So he opted in to get the vision this year, which I'm happy about because come on. Come on. There we go. I have to get it in place. There we go. That's that one. That one's going to hang about there. Stop falling over. That one's going to be up here. See if I can get this glued into place without too much wiggling around. Oh, sorry if I'm out of frame. I'm trying. It's not hard. It's not easy working with small things when you can't see. And I'm trying like hell. Let me bring it out this way in case I go off frame and do something by my lap where I can see. I apologize. I'm doing the best I can. Basically, all I'm doing is beading it, putting a knot in the string, and then pulling the knot away from the bead and putting some glossy accents on the end of the feather and jamming it up into the bead and then pulling the string tight onto the knot again. And that's making this adorableness. Adorable. Now, do we want a pink feather or a green feather? We already have a turquoise feather. Let me see. Do I want pink or green? I think I want the green to be actually. Or do I want pink? Let me see. That one's raggedy. That one's pretty, but it's thick. Maybe the pink, but like this pink would have to be the one. I don't have any other colors, and this is all I got. So I don't know how many of these I'll be able to make unless I go to the creative reuse and find colorful feathers. Because yeah, I have this little thing too, and I was gonna hang it, but I don't think so. I think it's too big. Okay. Oh, I need to put more glossy accents on the end of this to harden it. Let that sit for a moment. We can put the lid on it a little bit there. Alright, let that sit a minute. We can pick out our beads. I know I want to use this one. I got a clear one here. Let's see. Let's see, I got a clear one there. Let's see if I got a pink one in here. I don't know if the hole is big enough on this. Maybe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 4. Oh, what did I do with the little... I don't know which one I'm going to use. I'm trying to think. Okay, sorry. Trying to pick out beads, figure this out. Okay, so this should be dry enough where I could fit some beads on there. And drop some beads as well. There we go. That one. Clear one. That one. And maybe this one. Yeah, I like that one. That's good. That's good. Okay. And we need the pink feather. And I need to cut a little bit off of that feather at the tip. Let's make sure it's going to go up in there. Yeah. See, I pull the knot away from the bottom bead so that I have room to get the feather inside there. And then I'm taking the glossy accents and putting it on both sides of the feather at the very end, shoving it into the bead's butt. If you get any excess, just wipe it away. Shove it into the bead's buttocks. And then if you pull the string up after that, it'll kind of seal it on there. And then I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to see where we want to hang it. like so. Ouch, don't touch it when it's hot. Spatula. And then, voila. You got your Pudemus. Stop flipping around. Stop it. There you go. Oh. I can't make myself stay in frame. I just can't. Alright, let's move this down a little. Sorry, I need an alarm that goes off that tells me when I'm out of frame. To be like, boop, 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 out of frame. But it's kind of like a cross between a dream catcher and a, you know, and an ornament. So I'm going to cut off any excess string. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my big 2-inch punch, which isn't exactly the same size as that, but it'll do in a pinch. And I'm going to cut 2-inch hole, a 2-inch circle. And I'm just going to glue it like that to the back, just to kind of make it nice and nice. And I'll use some A-leans for that. This way everything is held down. And there's no escaping. Being pretty liberal with the glue to make sure it goes all around the stringy dingies. And if anything's leaking out, I'll just okay. So, let me get this cleaned up before I make myself a mess. That's why I'm constantly cleaning my desk, not because I'm trying to be anal, even though I am anal, but mostly because I don't want to mess up what I've sat here and created, you know what I mean? By like making a giant mess. All right, now we need a thing to hang it from. We're going to use the same organza we wrapped it in. That would be this. I'm just going to cut a length off. Oh, I should have put it on. See what a dingbat I am? I should have put that on the plastic before I did that. You know, but then again, whatever. Whatevs. I did the best I could. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. I promise. No big deal. You just will know better than me, that's all, when you do yours. To not put the black circle on until after you have your hangy doohickey on. And then we're going to decorate it a little bit with maybe some, I'm thinking maybe some of this. Or we might even, let's see, let's just first of all cut some of this. Oh, I wanted some of this stuff with this on it. So I thought we could go around the outside with this, or we could hang some of it. Oh, that would be cute, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's do that. Even though I already put the circle on, don't yell at me, I know. Because that would just be too cute. Yeah, I know. I already put the glue on, but that's okay. Or put the backing on. This wouldn't fit under the backing anyway. So I'm going to put a little glue over it to seal it on. We're going to do another piece. I could do, I kind of like this stuff here. How's everything getting in my way? And that keeps falling over. Goodness. I stuck my finger in hot glue. That's never fun. I'm a hot mess today, you know. We'll cut it to here, and if we want it shorter, we'll make it shorter. That's got to give a minute to dry. It's gonna need a minute to dry. Hurry up and dry. That one's dry. So cute. Boho City right there. And it's not dry. Okay. Dry enough. Then we got some fleurs. I might get some lace too. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I made a mess, didn't I? Oh, I'm tripping over things. It'll be great when all my stuff can be put away. So I got some teal and purple lace. That only took forever in a day. I could put some of that on. Yeah, now we're getting boho. Boho, yo. Let's see. And then don't forget we've got some sequin trim that we can put around the outside. Ooh, that would look pretty. We got that to put around the outside. Or some, put some of this lace around the outside. I'm having trouble holding this. Come on. Come on. Nope. I kind of like the lace. That might be what we have to do. Let's put a little bit of this on and see what we get. Let's see what happens. Wrong flipping way. I wanted it this way. Now I've gone and made a mess. It's okay. I'll fix it. Okay. It ain't easy. Okay. This is the fun part where we get to decorate it and make it all boho gypsy-like. It wouldn't be a boho ornament if it wasn't boho. That made a lot of sense, didn't it? I don't think I need that much on there. Now that's cute. That's adorable. I may have cracked the embossing because I was pushing too hard on it. You got to be careful when you emboss it. You can crack it, but that's okay. It adds to the charm. You see the little cracks in there? That's fine by me. I still think it's adorable. Adds to the charm. Just be careful if you do it. I would say to put the picture on last, unless you have to glue things, and then glue your little things on if you're going to glue things to the back. But do all this type of embellishing first. Just to avoid, the potential to make a mess of it like I did. Okay, now we want some of this. Trying to decide how I want to do it. Maybe I should just make a cute little bow right here with this. That might be a better idea than trying to hang it with everything else. Maybe we make a cute little bow. How do I do this now? Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna figure stuff out. The lace is wanting to curl up here. I need a piece of wire. We'll use this. Where's my wire cutters? Hello? Where'd you go? They disappeared. Everybody's leaving me lately. All my things are walking away on me. They're just like, go away, lady. I ain't helping you. They were sitting on my table because I needed. There they are. I knew they were there. I knew it. Use this little piece of wire because it's not important that it be like a certain type or color or anything. It just needs to be able to hold this in place and potentially just twist it. I did the lazy person's way of making a bow, except I tightened it without fixing it first. Lazy person's bow. Still too damn long. There we go. Because I don't know how to make, well, I know how to make a bow. I just never am good at it. I'm better at these kind of bows because they just seem to work better for me. Now I twisted it enough where I should be able to cut some of that off and stop falling over. Potentially bend that down so it'll sit flat. Okay, so we've got a bow. It's gonna go there. So cute, I love it. So we're gonna glue it there. And I need a glue stick. Come here, stick. I put some glue on the back of it so that I could stick it in and make it stick to the other stick so that I don't have issues with them falling out. So cute. Oh my goodness. This wouldn't look good on there. No, too much. All right, and then we've got some flowers. I think actually the light color one. I'm going to put a gem or something there. Let's see. Ooh, no, I'm not. You know what I'm going to put? Oh, I should have done this before. I'm such a dingbat. My bells. I didn't think of this before. Stinking bells. I should put some bells, but they ain't going to stay. Oh, no. I should have put bells. Well, let's see. Can I potentially... Let me get a flower. I forgot about the bells. Okay, since I know I'm going to use this flower, I can use this little thing here. I could barely hear them. They're not the most jingly of bells. But that's okay. That's all right. They're cute. That's mostly what matters. Okay, and we can cut off the excess if I can get in there to do so. Keep giving me problems. Go ahead. Trying to push it down so you don't see the wire. There we go. So I'll put that there. We're going to have to glue it, so it's not going to be the most beautiful thing you ever seen in your life. Well, I guess I could wire it on, right? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get under there. Yeah, we'll just glue it. Let's not fuss too much. Cute, cute, stupid cute. Okay, I've got mess everywhere. You need to stop falling over because you're driving me nuts. Let's see. Now we're going to take one of these flowers and maybe that flower. Now I'm all twisted in my stuff. What else is new? Got a big old mess going on. Whoopsie, we're falling apart here. Sometimes that happens when you take these flowers apart. Nothing a little hot glue can't fix. That's what I say. There we go. This one as well, I'm sure. Needs a little hot glue. No? No, that one's good. Okay, so maybe we'll put a couple of roses up here. Do we put them facing that way? Yeah, I would say so. Do we put them over to the side? If they'd stay up there a minute. No, put them at the top. We'll just put them at the top. Well, you're just hanging around, aren't you? I'm going to put the glue right there so that I know where it is. Flower could have used a little more help. We'll fix it. So cute. Check it out. So cute. So anyway, this is adorable. These are cute. So you can, I have other things I could use for other ones. And maybe we'll make some Friday for the live stream. Maybe we'll make some more of these in a boho style, because I think they are so adorable and I love them. So you can do Christmas. Well, obviously this is, I'm considering it Christmas. It's boho, but I can use it all year round too. But these are stinking adorable. Are they not just the cutest things ever? And this one's my favorite, of course, because it's boho and cute and adorable, and I love it. But you can use all kinds of things. I didn't get out all the things I wanted to use, actually. I wasn't going to really do flowers. I was going to do something else. But because my room is still in disarray and I haven't gotten everything put away where I want it completely yet, I just went for the simplified version. Like, I grabbed this stuff, because this garland stuff, because it was, I didn't dig through my stash for other things I could have used. I had fibers I could use. I didn't dig through a lot just because I'm still like in a kerfuffle in here. And so I just wanted, I didn't want to dig out too much, because that would mean putting away a lot, which I'm already still trying to sort and put away stuff. So I kept it simple. I have sari ribbon. I'm going to do one on Friday with sari ribbon, and wrap the whole thing with sari ribbon, and then like do it that way and make it like real, like gypsy-ish. So yeah, so I've got other ideas for it for sure. I just didn't, I kept it as simple as I could, even though I know this video is quite long. So I was just trying to keep it as simple, but you can use, you know, do whatever variation you want. If you want to go traditional Christmas, absolutely. If you want to try the boho one, you can use this all year round. Give it as a gift for Christmas if you know somebody that loves like boho and colorful. It doesn't have to be pink, blue, and purple. You can obviously do red, blue, green, you know, whatever colors you like. For me, you know, this is what I had on hand quick enough. I had these colors. Typically, I always have these colors on hand. But, you know, I knew I had purple feathers. So that's what I was working with. I knew I had purple feathers, and I knew I had these like bright colored feathers. So I figured that I would use these colors. Now, if I had some red, blue, green, yellow flowers, no, feathers, then I would have maybe done, I would do some in those colors. And I might try to see if I can get some more colorful feathers, see if I can find like a cheap, maybe, because tomorrow I have to go stop in Walmart. I might check Walmart to see if they have like one of those random colored bags of these things. They're usually like $1 or $2. I'll see if I can find it so that on Friday we can make a bunch of different colors. But I think Friday night I want to make some of these, because yeah, this is just really cute. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you learned something. I hope you'll give it a try for sure, because these are freaking adorable and would look really cute on a Christmas tree, or just hanging from your rear view mirror. Think about how cute that would be from the rear view mirror of your car. You know, hang it on your fridge. Instead of putting the tie here, put some good magnets on the back, hang it on your fridge. You know, hang it from anything. I've got a million places I'm going to hang, you know, mine. Even when it's not Christmas. So, totally enjoy it. Have fun. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will, you know, if nothing else, please give the Christmas ones a try. They are so cute. And you can hang charms and stuff from these too. You don't have to just do boho, but you can do like you know, beaded, like a couple beaded charms coming down out the middle. You know what I mean? You don't have to just do that on the boho one. Or you could just keep them simple like this. It's kind of up to you. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. And also subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And hit the bell notification next to the subscribe button so that you can be notified anytime I go live or have a new video. Because I know you guys like my live streams and I don't want you to miss them. So make sure you hit the bell icon so you get notified. And I do live streams every Monday at 9 p.m. for Mixed Media Mashup. That's 9 p.m. Central. And every Friday night for the Pajama Party, which is at 10 p.m. Central. That's our kind of kids are in bed, hubby's, you know, playing video games or watching movies, and you can escape, grab a glass of wine, come hang out with the girls, and we make some crafts and we chat and all that good stuff. So that's what the Pajama Party is. And sometimes we do it on Saturday, and I usually call it Saturday Night Live. Not to be taking the name from Saturday Night Live, but it is Saturday Night Live. So, you know, it's Saturday Night Live. So, yeah, and it might even be funnier than Saturday Night Live. Not really, but we could pretend. Anyway, also in the links below, I will put links to where you can, if you don't really have access to a dollar store and you do more shop at home type of thing, I will put links to where you can get the shower rings and some ribbon, and I'll try to put as much stuff as I can in there. Some links you can use to get some of the stuff that we use today. So I hope that helps you. And also there's links to my Patreon. There's links to my Facebook group. You should join the Facebook group because if you make these things, I would love, love, love to see pictures in the group. That would be amazing. And plus we have the most amazing group ever. And everybody is just so amazing. There's no drama ever. We always just have a good time. There's never any, you know, crap going on. It's always just good times and fun. So come join us on Facebook. The link is below. So anyway, enough rambling. Have a good day, everybody. Make sure you do what you love and love what you do and be nice to people. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.